Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you can hear me if you are on, so let me know. Hey guys, how's it going? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear the volume. It's my first live stream, so I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. Yay, you can hear me. Great. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you guys. I'm trying to get set up on Instagram here too, so we'll see if I can figure this out. Hey, Esme. Thank you for coming in. Hey, thanks guys, making sure. I'm glad the volume's working. Cool, thank you so much. Let me turn my fan off because I can see the little things swiveling around. That's going to get really annoying. It's going to bother me, so. Oh. All right, that's better. Hey, thank you. Congrats on the 1,000, Lori. Thank you. N.O. Sorry, I don't know who that is, but thank you for the congrats on the 1,000. Super excited. I can't wait to keep making more videos. I got some awesome stuff I want to talk about with reselling and stuff tonight, so make sure to stay in the chat and let me know if you have any questions. Nashville Flipper, what's up? Oh, hey, Ezra. And and Asa. Hi, both of you guys. Every day I'm hustling. Thank you. I'm going to have Martin and Christina from Thrift Store Gold in the house. So let me, I think I got to get them in the chat. They're here. I think they're getting set up. So let me make sure I'm doing this right.
What's up?
There we go. Hello.
How's it going?
That's better. Hey.
There we go.
Thank you, Nashville Flippers. 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously,
Susan Stricker, hey, how are you?
What's going on, everybody?
I'm going to see if I can figure out how to, I'm going to try to go live on Instagram here real quick, too, to let people know, because I started a couple minutes late here, so.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
We never even thought of doing that.
Hey,
so. Thrift Esme.
All right. Thumbs up the other chat so everyone knows. Okay, thank you. Woohoo! Yeah, it's exciting. I'm so pumped. It's been a goal of mine for so long to hit 1,000 subscribers, to start YouTube. I've had so many businesses that I want to make videos about and share, things that I always wanted to make YouTube videos about, and I never did it. So I'm so glad that I started, and I've met some awesome friends like Martin and Christina.
Hey, thank you. We're on a
yeah, for sure.
Well.
You guys have motivated me and helped me. So it's really exciting. Hey, everybody on Instagram, go jump on our live stream on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Profit Monsters YouTube. If you want to come hang out for a little bit, I will be live streaming with some of my friends, Thrift Store Gold, Martin and Christina. So Profit Monsters YouTube channel, or you can hang out on Instagram over here. I'll try to answer comments if you guys leave comments on there, but this is my first live stream, so hopefully I'm doing everything right here. But yeah, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, so this is my 1,000 subscribers special here. So eBay sponsored listings, let's talk about that hot topic. Yeah, so I was just watching some videos on that earlier about what's going on, and I still don't really kind of understand it with the sponsored listings and the promoted listings. I'm still kind of learning about that, because like some of my listings are promoted because I offer fast and free shipping. And I also changed all my listings to 1 business day shipping. So it's guaranteed to ship within 1 business day. And that like automatically set me up for promoted listings. So I'm not sure, maybe it's specifically sponsored listings that the change. I was trying to watch the Rally Roots video. They did one earlier on it. So if it's Nashville Flipper, if you know if it's promoted listings or sponsored listings specifically, then put that in the comments, because I know that some of my stuff is promoted, but I know that has to do with like if it's sponsored, then now it's not like being promoted through like Google searches and stuff like that. So you guys know any more about that?
I don't know too much, but I know that like people who are paying to promote their listings like more, they're not going to show up with like people who have Google ad blockers and stuff like that. So that's what I know about it. I don't know too much about the sponsored listings and stuff or the difference really between that. So I guess I'm still learning with that too.
Yeah.
So.
Let me put the YouTube link in my Instagram video here. So if you guys want to go check it out, I'm on YouTube Live right now with my friends, not Profit Monsters, that's me. Thrift Store Gold. My YouTube channel is Profit Monster. So I'm going to put that link in here, youtube.com. I think it's just /Profit Monsters. But that's where we're live. That's where we're chatting about reselling and hitting 1,000 subscribers. So pretty pumped about that. So go check us out on YouTube or feel free to hang out on Instagram. So yeah, the paid sponsored listing, the Nashville Flipper said. So like Rally Roots, they were saying in their video that like all of their am I like shiny or something? I don't know. It's like
You're good.
There we go. That's a little better. All of their listings are like 100% sponsored ads. Like they pay to have their stuff sponsored. So if someone goes on Google and types in, vintage 1999 Power Rangers t-shirt, they're paying to have that at the top of the search. So, so there's only 5 top spots for sponsored listings, and they add them to the bottom too, but I doubt those will help. Only 2% get blocked. Yeah, there was an issue with like the ad blocker and stuff like that for people who use the ad blocker on their computer. People were concerned that the sponsored listings wouldn't show up. So
I don't know I know Dom had a video, I think, on it. It's so bad that I don't know that, but he had something about it in his Facebook group. So
yeah, I think he was posting about like what to do when eBay's like system is down. Like today, I couldn't ship out all my stuff on eBay for like 3 hours. I couldn't print labels, and other people were having issues with other people were having issues with
uploading photos.
Exactly. Uploading photos, creating new listings. So, I mean, one big suggestion for that is, hold on just a second. Sorry. Oh no, pause. Sorry, Instagram. I'm trying to balance both of them. I really don't know.
Hard. I don't know how you do it or how you're doing it.
We're gonna have to try it next live.
I know.
So yeah, I got my little cup here.
I know.
At dinner. So if you have a sponsored listing, eBay will only show your listing as sponsored and not show up in organic search. In the past, it would show up twice. That's why you paid for the sponsored listing. So yeah. So now it's only saying that it's going to show up once. So I don't really know. I haven't seen. Yo, what's up, Fatman The Flipper? What's up, Alex? Thanks for coming. If you guys don't follow him on Instagram and YouTube, go check him out, Fatman The Flipper. He's got some awesome videos, some really good content. So, now. Ninth in Denver, thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Asher, you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Good night, Asher.
Hey, good night. Have a good night.
He's going to bed, so sleep good, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We love your jersey.
Love you. Okay. See you later. He's walking like a robot now.
He's so cute.
Okay, good night, robot. But so yeah, go check out Alex, the Fatman The Flipper. He's got some great content and really cool. But yeah, the sponsored listings, people pay for it because that's what I was trying to say earlier, but I was like messing up. Is it shows up twice as an organic search, and now it's not. So, so people are saying like, well, you should just remove all your sponsored listings then, because then what are you paying for?
Yeah.
And I don't really know too much about the sponsored listings because I do promoted listings a lot to boost them, but I haven't really seen a decrease in sales. I mean, my sales have still been pretty strong, which is exciting. So, Yeah, they're on Instagram over here. Someone's saying there was an issue with listing this afternoon. It's their eBay had a whole issue today. Like, I don't know what happened. It was like they got hacked or something, basically, because they were just having problems all over the place with creating shipping labels and printing, and they're creating new listings and stuff like that. And so, hey, Thrift BCQ, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, Chris.
So, yeah, but I was gonna say, like, for me, like, what I try to do in situations like that is, like, the first thing is don't freak out. You know what I mean? It's like,
Literally, yeah.
there's so many people are like, well, this is my job, or my how I make my money. I got to get my listings done. Like, I know for Dominic, like you were saying earlier, he took a day off today so he could focus on doing listings. So that was rough for him. But so for me, like, I guess if someone were to say, well, what's your solution to that? My first one is go to Pirate Ship and use Pirate Ship to ship out stuff when eBay's not working, if you got to get it out.
Exactly.
But then the second thing that I would say would be to, find an alternative. Like, for me, I went thrifting for like an hour. I just went to Goodwill, and then I went to Ross and Marshall's to try to find some shoes to flip. And I didn't really find anything, but by the time I got back, eBay was back up and running. I was able to ship out my products and get everything out the door. So it was like, instead of just sitting here doing nothing, I was able to go ahead and be productive with it. So that was cool. So
that's nice.
That's really awesome. Yeah, I had no idea that eBay was even down. I was babysitting today, so it was almost lucky that it was down today, and I was not doing eBay work. So
yeah, I mean, I'm always. You can ask my wife. Like, I'm always working. So, like, we'll be watching a movie, and I'm like, I gotta get a couple listings in.
Yeah.
I'm just always thinking about stuff I gotta list, or anything like that. But or edit a YouTube video or clip a video or anything like that. So so it's just really interesting right now with everything going on with trying to hit this 1,000 subscribers, and obviously
I know
everybody. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
Congrats.
So I don't even know how to do mods, Alex.
All you do is you click on. Well, you're not going to be able to do it on StreamYard, so. If you have like the chat open maybe on your phone or something, you can do it on YouTube where you just click their name. You remember how, like, if you wanted to subscribe to someone in the chat, you'd click their name and hit go to channel?
Yeah.
It's the same way. If you're on your channel and you hit, you click their name, you can hit add as mod, or you can hit kick out of chat, or you can do all kinds of cool things.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't, I have my Instagram up right now. So again, for those of you guys watching, thanks for hanging out. You can go to the YouTube channel. I keep wanting to say something else, but the Prof Monsters YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and we're live streaming there with Thrift Store Gold. So come hang out with us over there, and you can hang out in the chat and everything. So one thing I wanted to start off with is just like, so people can kind of, for the people who are here, get to know a little bit about me, and just share a little bit of how I got to becoming a reseller. And so if you guys actually saw, if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw earlier I was at the thrift store today, and I found a shirt from my t-shirt company that I had from like over 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
About 10 years ago, which is crazy, but it was really cool to see. It was in the Halloween section too, which was kind of interesting. But so the shirt was like $4.99, and most shirts in Goodwill are either $1.99 or $4.19. So I was like, hey, my shirt's more expensive than all the other shirts. I'll take that.
That is so funny.
But I went to college for like 2 years and got my degree in business management. And then I had my t-shirt company, and I was kind of like in a origin story. Yeah, here we go. It all started 1990, February 13th. I'm just kidding. I won't start that early. But so right out of college, during college, I had this t-shirt company where I was like going to local concerts and sponsoring bands and all kinds of stuff, and selling shirts. I had like a big cartel store, and I was selling shirts online and locally. And I was either coming up with my own graphics or paying designers to do graphics for me and, then put my logo on it and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, but I really knew nothing about business at the time. I just knew I wanted to make money. So I just started making these shirts and selling them, and all my friends and family were supporting me, which was really cool. Yeah. But so I did that for a while, and then I just kind of like the trend of like where I live and what I was kind of involved in with, like, for those of you who don't know, it's like hardcore music, screamo, metal, like that kind of stuff. So like that kind of scene fizzled out after a couple of years here, where it was like really big and there were like tons of bands, tons of, following, and it kind of like faded out because no one really in this area like made it big. So it's just like all the local bands either broke up or people were working and shows just stopped happening. And that's kind of when my t-shirt company stopped, because those were like a lot of the type of people that were supporting me. So, and I didn't really think of it as like a major business. So I just thought of it as like a way for me to make money. So sorry if you're on Instagram and you see me fidgeting with a pen. I'm really bad at fidgeting. You can't see it on YouTube, but I'm like fidgeting with a marker because I'm like always, I'm always like spinning a pen or, playing with my keys or something. So anyway, if you guys want to come hang out, we're on YouTube, Profit Monsters YouTube channel. We're live with Thrift Store Gold. So come hang out. We're talking about reselling and my life, basically. So hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'm celebrating a little bit, and so pretty excited about that. But I'm not eating pizza or cake rolls. But
no, you're not. That was a birthday though. So
hi George, thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. Do I have a Profit Monsters t-shirt? No, not yet. I probably should, considering I had a t-shirt company, but I haven't gotten like to the point where I felt like I was, I don't know, big enough to have a t-shirt or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't want people to think that I'm like trying to be like big headed about everything so early in the game. So I'm kind of just like not trying to sell merch or anything yet. I'm still trying to like build my brand of Profit Monsters.
Yeah.
So
you gotta get a shirt.
Yeah.
You gotta get a shirt that says Profit Monsters with a beard right under it.
Yeah. Well, who has that? Is it Bearded Picker?
It's some
Bearded Picker or one of the beard guys, Suburban Beard maybe. One of them has like, it's like a silhouette with the beard.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I could make everybody shirts. I mean, I know the process. I'm not a graphic designer though, but I know the process and I know how to get good deals. But I'd probably just send everybody to Reyes at this point and say, give Reyes, the entrepreneur of the business. He just got that DTG printer and he'd probably do it super cheap for anybody that wanted it. So, but anyway, so I had the t-shirt company, and then after that, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened in the middle. I was working. My wife and I got married, and to make a really long story short, not that it matters or anything, but my wife's father passed away about a week before we got married. And so some things changed with that. Our life got changed a little bit. And so what we ended up doing, we ended up inheriting a little bit of some life insurance money. So we used that to I purchased a bread route because I was working on somebody else's bread route at the time, like delivering Arnold Entenmann, Entenmann's donuts and like all that kind of stuff. So
yes I do. Yeah,
they have like the pound cakes and the donuts and they're at the grocery store, and then Arnold bread, English muffins, Thomas English muffins and bagels. I was like delivering that kind of stuff. So Nashville Flipper, we have been married since 2011.
Oh my goodness!
So, it's been so long already. I can't even. I'm really bad. I'm really bad with dates. June 3rd. I know that. So
I hope she's not watching or listening.
She probably is, and she's probably mad at me. And I'm so sorry. I love you.
I love you, he says. Okay.
I'm not a dates person. Like I tell my wife, if we have something coming up, just tell me like an hour before it happens because I will forget other than that.
Yeah, seriously.
Really the same way.
But yeah, so I had the bread route for a couple of years. I bought that and I was making pretty good money on that. And I just got really tired of it. It was like I was waking up at like 2-3 in the morning, and then I was done by like 9 or 10 in the morning. But I was making such good money for the amount of work I was doing it, but all my friends were in school or working by the time I got home from work.
Yeah.
So like I was so bored. I basically ended up getting a second job at a scooter shop, selling scooters as like a salesperson, a scooter and motorcycle shop. And to move forward from that, they ended up asking me if I wanted to buy a store and buy a franchise. And I ended up buying a franchise from them, and I opened that, and I did that until November of last year. We sold the scooter shop. And so I did that for almost 3 years and had really good experience. I learned a lot. I had a brick and mortar store. So like, I learned a lot about marketing and, running a business and paying the bills and all that kind of stuff. And oh, hold on. I got to send Alex a link so I can get him in here. Alex, I don't know your email address. So that's the only way I know how to do it is to send you a link to your email. But if you want to message me your email address, or you can just put it in the chat if you're comfortable with that. I'd love to have you join in on the chat with us. It'd be a lot of fun. So, so I had the bread route, and then I had the scooter shop, and they sold the scooter shop. And then I was working for an IT company as a corporate director at the beginning of the year. And basically things just didn't work out. It was a really weird situation. And I was making good money, but I wasn't happy. And they ended up letting me go because they thought I was toxic to the company because there were certain things I didn't agree with. And I was kind of part of the corporate world there. So I don't know. It's just kind of whatever. But let me send this link to Alex real quick. And then I'll get back to my story here. All right, Alex, I sent you the link. Yeah, Alex, your prank video today was hilarious, dude. So funny. If you guys don't subscribe to him, you need to go watch his videos. He just hit 1,000 subscribers too, like last week or the week before.
Wow,
and he went and like asked people about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, like while they're in the drive-thru, and asking them how much would you pay for a chicken sandwich? Because people were in line, and the manager came out and was like, they're sold out. And he was like, well, how much would you pay for one right now? And someone was like, I don't know, I pay like $40 for a chicken sandwich. And then he's like, well, I don't got one, but so it was just pretty funny. And then he put out a video today too that was really funny as well. So once he comes in, I'll let him share a little bit about that if he wants to. But anyway, so basically while I was running the bread route, I started to open the scooter shop. And let me put him in here. Yo, Alex, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate
no problem,
you.
Man. You invited me. It's your 1,000 subscriber, live. So I can't say no, man. I'm happy for you, dude. It couldn't happen to a better dude, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
I appreciate it, man.
That's awesome.
It's a lot. It's really exciting. So the opportunities are endless now. So, and if you guys know each other, I don't know if you do or not, but this is Martin and Christina.
I've seen them. I've seen them. I'm possibly subscribed to y'all because I'm the guy that subscribes to everybody that I just love showing support, so I subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
hey guys,
we didn't know
come
about
check us
you.
out on YouTube.
Oh, you know what?
We're live streaming, celebrating 1,000 subscribers. So YouTube channel is Profit Monsters. Just search it up. We're live streaming right now, hanging out. So feel free to come hang out and check it out. We're having a lot of fun. So
yeah, I think I saw you guys on Tommy's chat one time.
Tommy Bernard.
Yeah. Tommy Bernard.
Yeah, that's where I seen you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're always messing with him. He trolls us pretty hard.
Also, George is in the chat. If you guys don't follow What the Hales, then you need to go follow them. I really want to get into storage unit buying. I love their channel. They do storage auctions and all sorts of cool stuff there. They just recently, if I'm not mistaken, hit 100,000 subscribers, right? I don't know how far into you guys are at this point, but you guys were 100,000 recently, but you guys have been growing like crazy. So congratulations to them. Make sure you go subscribe and support.
What channel
Someone
was
made
that?
a sale. Who made a sale?
It wasn't us.
Oh, wow.
It was me.
What'd you sell?
I sold a PreSonus Tube Pre V2 compact single channel microphone preamplifier used.
Wow.
That thing.
Hey, nice.
Oh,
weren't you
very
just
nice.
talking about that on the last live stream that you did?
Yeah.
Was that the one the MIDI was
No,
it like a
actually,
MIDI controller?
that guy was offering me. Oh no, that was a VCR. The guy was offering me $45 for the VCR. I went back and forth just 2 times, and like yesterday. As a matter of fact, I have to go ship it tonight. Yesterday, somebody offered me 75, so I took it.
That's awesome. And he just paid for it basically?
It's a great lesson to just not give in to the temptation of a sale right away. Even though the profit margin is great, if you could make an extra $20, hold out and you can make that extra $20.
Yeah.
I'm super greedy. I'll tell you this story real quick. I had a Columbia puffer jacket. I put it on my YouTube video that I put out earlier today. Just some sales and stuff that I had, and I had it listed for $75 plus shipping. And it was really nice. It was like one of those Omni Heat insulated, super cold ones. And wow, that's awesome. 133,000 subscribers. That's really cool. That's my goal, right? That's goals right there. So, but so I had like 7 or 9 watchers on it, which is like really abnormal for a clothing item to have that many watchers on it for not being something like super rare. And someone made me an offer today for $60. And I was like, I should just take this. And I figured, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be Drew. And I sent a counter offer, and I counter offered at $70. But what I do is I counter offer. I know you're like, I'm crazy. What I did is I counter offered, and I was like, hey, thanks so much for your offer. I have 9 watchers on this item, but if you want to accept my counter offer, I'll ship out today. And then they accepted like almost immediately.
Really?
So was it worth the risk for $10? Probably not. But I do it all the time because like right now I'm just kind of trying to play with, since I've only been doing eBay and stuff. Hey Chris, thanks so much, man. The shirt is awesome. I love this. At Chris at Cernox Connection over there. I hope I said your last name right there, but I love this shirt, dude. It's awesome. So thank you so much. I got it from him from the Reselling Resource Center, one of their sell-a-thons that they had. His channel was sponsored, and he made a bunch of sales, and I purchased this from his store. So
is that the Rainforest Cafe?
No, it's just like endangered species or something. I don't know, but it's single stitch, vintage, front and back print.
Very nice.
Cool.
That's cool.
It's just a really cool shirt. I'm kind of getting into the vintage stuff a little bit. Like, I'm normally not a clothing person, but I've just been finding some really cool stuff. But I see so many people that are like, this one's going to the personal closet. And I'm like, man, everything's for sale. But when I buy something from somebody else to support them, like, I'll definitely keep it. Anyway, so I accepted the $70 offer because like right now I'm kind of just playing around with reselling and stuff like that still. Just getting my feet wet in certain different brands. Like, I am not a clothing person at all. Like I was just saying, like, I don't know anything about fashion, but if I look up something on eBay and I see that it's selling, I'll sell it. So, but I figured that since this thing had 9 watchers, some people must have really wanted it, but I don't know why nobody buys it. Like, I don't understand watchers.
Me either.
Because like I have some items on my eBay store for like $10, and I have like 5-6 watchers on it, and I'm like, why don't you just buy it?
I know, it's like $10.
You know what I'm convinced the watchers are? There's just seller competition. There are other sellers selling the same thing, watching your item. I always
maybe I don't watch other people's stuff. I just look it up, and if it's selling, then I just list it. But
I've heard of other sellers hitting the watch button just to see what you actually sell it at and just keep track of your competition. It makes sense, right? I mean, and you can't really get mad
but
for doing
I don't
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Why put the time into that?
Literally.
Yeah, for me that's such a waste of time. Like I got so much inventory that I'm trying to get coming in all the time because I'm focusing on growing my business that I don't have time to watch other people's stuff if it sells or not. I could care less. I just want to know if mine sells.
Yeah.
So, and Like I'll look up a sold comp on something, and if it's selling for $75, I'm going to list mine for $75 because people are paying it. And then I'm just willing to be patient because I'm not desperate for money. Like if you guys, like I said earlier, if you follow me on Instagram, I share, especially on Poshmark, all the time. I get these garbage offers for stuff, and most of them are like super garbage. But every once in a while, I'll get an offer. Like I had this Arizona denim jacket that I picked up recently from the bins. I paid a couple bucks for it, you know what I mean? And I had it listed for 40 because I couldn't find any comps, and I had an offer on Posh for 25, and I decided to accept it just because I couldn't find any comps for it. And then the guy gave me a 3-star review, and I was like, what the heck? I put perfect pictures and described it and everything. So I was like, oh, whatever. But for the most part, like if it's within like $5 or $10, I normally try to just accept and move inventory. But if it's something that I know has a lot of watchers or it's rare, like I got this Orlando Magic snapback that's autographed from 1995.
Really?
And it's got some of the OG players on it, like Anthony Hardaway, and I can't even remember all their names, but it's Anthony. It's not Anthony. Anthony Hardaway, and some of the other Magic players from that 95 year, and I had it listed for $39.99 free ship, and someone made me an offer today for $30 on it, and it had 7 watchers, so I counter offered at 35, said the same message, like, hey, I have a lot of watchers on this. If you're interested in it, please accept my counter offer. I'll ship out right away. And they haven't accepted my counter offer, so that was like the other end is like I counter offered for a $5 difference, but it's really because I listed it for 40, so I'm really taking, $10 less if I accept the 30. So I was like, hey, just meet me in the middle. If you want it that bad, you'll buy it. If not, whatever. And it's not like I have that much money into the hat anyway, that if I don't sell it, like it'd be different if it was like a $300 item and I got an offer. Like I have those wacky packages, the stickers. Yeah. I've got like hundreds of these things.
I was actually checking them out on your store today.
So yeah, I sold 2 of these stickers for $71 today. And I've been selling them like crazy. The rare ones, I've got the rare ones in my drawer over here, but I've got tons of them that some of them aren't worth anything, but I had a lot of them for $350, and someone offered me like 100, and I was like, no thanks. No. Like I'll just wait for the right buyer for that. But yeah, so let me look at some of the comments here. Chris said, I always counter most of my higher priced items. Yeah, me too. To me, it's not worth it because there's a buyer for everything. And if comps are showing that something's gonna sell for a certain price, then I'm willing to wait. If it's like a cheaper item, I sold today I sold a new with tags BMW Motorsports sweatshirt. I had on Poshmark for $50. I accepted an offer for 40 because I'm like, all right, that's a good offer. Yeah. But if someone offered me like $10 for it, I'm just, I'll counter offer, but they don't normally buy. And then George said, question for the panel. What do you enjoy selling the most? Alex, what do you like selling the most?
I like selling
free stuff, right?
I like selling happiness and rainbows and sprinkles. No, I like selling electronics, and I'm getting into the video game thing, man. I really love video games, vintage, like nostalgia. I love to bring people back to their childhood because I feel that if they feel the way I feel when I go back there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's awesome to be able to give that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like to be the person that
to be the middleman.
That because I've had that thought, right? You go to a garage sale and you buy something for $1. Don't you feel bad that you're selling it for $100? No, yes. I feel amazing.
I do.
Right, exactly.
Because it's like you're giving somebody something that they're looking for. You're the person who's like, here, I found it. Here it is. How much? $100. No problem. Here's $100.
Right. And people are always willing to pay. That's why this business in general for people like us, all of us, is you can be so successful at it. And people are always saying things like you just said, kind of like, well, you're stealing from the poor when you buy something at Goodwill and reselling it, or something like that. And it's like, people, it's called supply and demand, people. Like,
Yeah.
if you have something that somebody wants and somebody's willing to pay for it, you're not ripping them off because they're getting what they want. So
exactly.
Like, and especially like garage sales, for example, people are willing to get stuff give stuff away at garage sales almost just because they want it out of their house, and you just the fact of people willing to sell stuff so cheap that you can resell is like, people don't want to take the time because their time is apparently more valuable for them to, and that's not a bad thing. It's just like, someone might be a doctor and make $150,000 a year, and it's not worth him to sell a vintage stereo for $50 or $100.
Yeah,
he'd rather just sell it at a garage sale for $10 and be done with it. So, I just kind of say whatever to those people.
Can I ask something? First, I want to ask, Thrift Store Gold. You guys are on Instagram as Thrift Store Gold.
Yeah, there's underscores in between the words.
Okay, let me find you.
So, but what's your guys' favorite thing to sell?
As of right now, Christian Louboutin boots. These, the red bottoms.
Nice. I'm mad at that.
Did you sell them or are they listed?
They sold.
Okay.
But yeah, so they ended up selling for $380 on Poshmark. So
hey, that's awesome. Where'd you get them?
Zach, our friend, actually picked them up at a Savers. And he was like, I honestly don't even feel like selling these or checking to see if they're real or anything. Yeah, so
they got them like the beginning of the year as well. They were in his dead stock, and he's been slacking lately. So he was just I don't like clothing at all. So here, just take this. He gave us a couple other shirts and stuff.
That's awesome for you. That just makes me cry when people do that.
Like when I gave away that
Grateful Dead shirt. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on
that lit that dude's face up. Like my one friend that we've been meeting at the bins, like he was
I don't care.
I don't care.
He was like jumping for joy, and he was like, wow, like you found that. And I was like, there, I don't want to sell, like I don't know. And he was just
so
he was freaking out.
So there's this guy that goes to the bins in my area. His name is Ski. And he on his Instagram, I'll try to link his Instagram. I am not good with sharing that kind of stuff on the computer, but he posted a while ago that he met this guy because he had a Grateful Dead sticker on his truck, and he walked up to him and asked him about Grateful Dead, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I got hundreds of these shirts, because he went to all the Grateful Dead concerts like back in the day, and he bought shirts at every concert they had. And the guy sold him like 50 of the shirts, and his Instagram post is just like every shirt laid out, and he refuses to sell them because he's so like consumed with the fact that he got the deal. He's probably got like $5,000 worth of Grateful Dead shirts, and he won't sell any of them. He won't even sell one to me like for a personal buy. I was like, you wouldn't take $100 for one of the shirts right now? He's like, heck no. So some of those shirts he has are worth like $500 alone because they're rare, limited edition, whatever. But that's crazy with those boots though. $300 something bucks.
Yes, it's awesome.
Is that your best sale like to date? Most expensive sale?
Yeah.
On Poshmark.
Well, we haven't had anything better on eBay either.
Hey Daniel, come check us out on YouTube if you want to come hang out. We're live streaming with Thrift Store Gold and Fatman The Flipper, Alex. So we're on the Profit Monsters YouTube channel if you guys want to hang out. Suburban Beard, what's up? He's on Instagram right now.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
I want to say what's up to Josh Suburban Beard because you just that's my dog.
Alex
that's my dog. But I just literally shared on Instagram and on Facebook this live. So if you guys are here in the chat, do us a favor. Do Drew a big, I guess it's a favor, right? Just help him out. Share it. Share this video. Let's try to get a few more people in this chat so that we can get Drew some more support, some more love, and all that. So if I did it, you can do it.
Yeah.
I'm sharing it on Facebook right now. I don't even know why I didn't think to do that. There we go. I just shared it on Facebook. But,
Everyone's copying your idea now.
yeah. Thanks, Alex. You're a genius. Okay, so what's my favorite item to sell? I know I'm probably still behind on comments, but I wanted to answer it. Right now, the wacky packages is probably my favorite thing to sell because I've made so much stinking money on these things.
Yeah.
I mean, I've probably made over $1,000 profit easily on these things from selling them. Some of the cards I've sold for like over $100 for one sticker. One sticker like this.
Goodness.
This is, it says Oscar Moron Bacon. Like, they are just stickers from 1976. Sorry, I have dirty fingernails. That's gross. But like this one says Fang instead of Tang. You know, like they're basically like memes from the 70s on stickers. What's up, Daniel? Thanks for coming in. And they're super easy to ship. Yes, they're super easy to ship. It cost me $2.76 to ship one of these, and they're amazing. So I love selling those, but I'm really enjoying selling vintage clothing right now. Even though it's not as profitable as wacky packages, I sell more clothing than probably anything at this point. But that's because like all these bins are all full of my clothing inventory. I leave that here, and I don't leave it at my storage unit because I sell it so much that it's just easier for me to ship when I'm here. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm really enjoying selling vintage clothing because like some stuff, it just sells so fast. Like you post something up and somebody like I made a post about it on my story. Jeffrey, what's up, man? Flipping Profit. He's in the house. Thank you, Daniel. Hey. Congratulations on reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you guys don't support Jeffrey, Flipping Profit, he just hit 1,000 subscribers too a couple weeks ago.
Really?
So everybody go subscribe to his channel. He did a video about pressure washing, like a pressure washing job he did. And it's got like over 10,000 views on it, which is really cool. So, and he does awesome thrifting videos and reselling videos. He's the king of Nerf guns. If you want to learn how to sell Nerf guns, Jeffrey always has Jeffrey, I don't know what you prefer. You can let us know in the chat, but he always has Nerf guns selling in his What Sold videos. So I love watching his videos. He sells some cool stuff. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying selling vintage clothing. It's really fun. So let's see. I'm a little behind on comments here. Let's see. I can't believe how much those stickers are selling for. Awesome. Yeah, I just sold one the other day. I sold two today for $71. I sold one the other day for $73. So, I mean, they sell like crazy. People collect them. Did you run today, Drew? Christina and I already know your answer. No.
I didn't run either. I didn't.
And well, so let me just kind of debunk that real quick for everybody. I run on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I'll be waking up at probably 4:45 tomorrow morning to go running.
Do you run on average like 3 miles every time, or is that just like new?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is totally off topic, but I either run 3 miles straight, or I do these things called 60 by 120s where I sprint for 60 seconds and then I jog for 120 seconds.
Yeah.
But you don't stop. You can't stop. So, but I think I'm going to try to kind of like max out tomorrow and see like how fast I can do a mile. So I haven't done that since like middle school, but I used to be able to do like a 6:45. I think that was the fastest I ever did back in middle school. But I was like, I hadn't even hit puberty yet, and this is about how skinny I was in high school. So,
as a pencil.
Yeah. So I didn't run today though. So, what's your favorite kind of music? I really like Christian hardcore music, screamo music.
Really?
August Burns Red, For Today. You know, those kinds of bands, Memphis Mayfire. If you like any of that music, it just gets me pumped. Like it gets me in like work mode. So I love that kind of music. And then praise and worship music, obviously. You know, it's good to soothe as a soul, I guess you could say, soothe the soul. But
we jam worship.
You know, I love good Christian praise and worship music too. So
I got a Christian rap. You want me to rap for you?
Oh, dude, Christian rap is good.
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
All right, let's see.
I don't know if I remember it though, so don't.
I'm turning the volume up.
This is an original song by me. I did it a long time ago. All right, go like this. Oh man, this is going. Don't laugh at me, all right? All right, it goes. What can I say about God that ain't been written? The love that's in him What can I? Let me start over. What can I say about God that ain't been written? The love that's in him, anti-serum to the devil's venom. No matter what man did, he forgive him. As long as you vow to stick with him, he'll break you out of the prison you live in. We all different, but created in his vision. If you're lost, you listen. If you, no wait, if you, no wait, if you, nah, I messed it up, man. It's so long since I wrote that.
You wrote that?
Huh?
You wrote that?
Yeah, I wrote that. Whew.
That's
10 years
awesome.
ago.
That is
That's
awesome.
I love Christian rap. NF, he has a song called Grindin', which is like talking about like hard work and stuff like that. And dude, I jammed that song. It's like, I'm out here grinding. Okay. And like, dude, he's like the Christian Eminem rapper. He's so good. If you never heard him, he's so good. You need to check him out.
Yeah.
And,
I haven't heard him. I gotta check him out. Have you ever seen anybody
I can't rap
live?
I can't rap, but I would be singing his song right now if I could, because it's like I know all the words, so I could rap it, but you know I'm too white for that. So
rap it. Let's hear you rap it.
I don't think I can do
Rap it.
Subscriber giveaway right there.
That's my 1,000 subscriber gift to everybody.
That's
Andy
bad,
Minio's good.
too.
I do like Andy Minio. However, me personally, he kind of came out with some unbiased opinions about some things that are kind of like conflicting with Christian principles. So he's kind of like under the radar in some areas just because of that. But Daniel Martin said, I'll be making and reselling a hip hop song soon. Hey, that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Nashville Flipper said, check out NF. Hold on, I missed some stuff up here. Flippin' Prophet said, drop some bars. Daniel said, God is good. Prof Monsters, you need to share that running workout with me. Okay, I will for sure. The guy that I run with, he's a military chaplain in the Army. So Lecrae, I love Lecrae. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I know like all his songs all the way back to riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music. Dude, his music, I've been listening to his music since like 2005.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, I got
man.
to see him. I got to see him live in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Years ago. I got to see him live, man. It was really cool. I met him. I met it was K9. K9, I think his name was K9. KB, there you go.
Oh,
KB.
dude, he's good.
Dude, it was like three dudes and a comedian. It was an awesome. And then they actually took the time to like say what's up to everybody. So it's
they're super
really cool guy, humble guy.
Yeah, they're super cool guys. That's one of the things that I really love about like that scene in that industry is they're all like super chill, like super real. Like they care about their fans. They don't just walk off stage and then be done. So it's really cool. Yeah, got to see Lecrae a couple months ago at the Alive Festival. KB is nice. You saw Lecrae live. Alex said that, and then is there a link to join y'all? I can send you one if you want to jump in the chat too. Can you have more than 3 people?
Yeah,
you have 6. Okay, Daniel, if you want to join in, Daniel, the more the merrier. So send me your email address and I'll send you the link. You can get in. But yeah, I love Christian rap, man. That's probably like next to Christian screamo music. Sounds kind of weird, but
they have like, Christian screamo music.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, you guys, if I couldn't imagine that in church though. I gotta try to pull up a picture and send it to you guys of me back in 2008. Like I had this, like now I'm like bald, right? But like I used to have this emo hair that like went over my face, long hair. I used to straighten my hair like an emo boy.
No.
I used to wear skinny jeans like my wife, like size 1, size 0 skinny jeans. It was crazy. Hold on, let me get Daniel in the chat. He wants to come hang out.
That's amazing.
I can't believe that.
I couldn't imagine that.
Did you ever use a skateboard?
No, I wasn't good enough for that.
Oh no.
Daniel is Yahoo. Okay.
Yahoo. Who uses
Yahoo?
Daniel.
All right, Daniel. I just sent you the link, so let me know when you get that, and you can more than welcome to join in. But oh yeah, I'll have to make a video sometime about like going back to my past. So, like I used to. Whoops! I just messed up my Instagram thing. Whatever. All right, I'm done on Instagram for now. But yo, I used to like wear band tees, like super, like I used to wear like extra smalls and small shirts, and like it's crazy. So I didn't have a beard or nothing like that. I looked like a loser. I can't even look at myself sometimes. So
I can't see these pictures.
what's the cute dog's name? I think that's Finn.
Finn! Yes! He's gone now.
Hezzy's already sleeping with Asher, so or I'd have Hezzy in here as my little wiener dog.
I know that he was so cute.
Someone actually commented on my YouTube video today, from like doing my sales and stuff. My door like randomly creaked open a little bit, and they were like, "Bro, you got ghosts in your house." and I commented on it because it was
Boom.
it was my wiener dog, but you can't see it at the bottom. So. Hey Daniel, what's up, man?
Hello, Daniel.
What's up, Daniel?
Jeff said I used to spike my hair and put blue coloring in it. You could wash it out though. Oh man, that wasn't that crazy. And then Strikehold said, so you have to hit 4,000 hours to be monetized. No, you have to hit 4,000 hours of watch time.
Right? 40,000 hours of watch time.
No, it's 4,000.
No, it's 4,000.
Yeah, 4,000.
Yeah,
4,000 hours of watch time.
Don't listen to me. I don't know anything.
He's the YouTube person here, and he doesn't even know.
It's 240,000 minutes.
Yes.
That's how many minutes.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He was still off.
We just did a lot of live streams.
Scooter video would count. I would have been close, but I made that like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to do it all within 12 months. So now that you got the 1,000, it's kind of like less of a, if you're trying to get there, it's not that big a deal because now you already hit the 1,000. So now you just got to, within a 12-month time period, have 4,000 watch hours. So you put out way more videos than me. And so you're going to get there.
Yeah, but your videos get like good views though. Like your chicken videos got like over 1,000 views now, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked it. It had like.
Listen real quick.
Fat Man, you monetized?
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
No.
Before I
Before
started this YouTube channel, I had another YouTube channel years ago. If you guys really want to see a cringe fest, like really bad cringe fest, look up Drew and Jeremy. It's my old YouTube channel. It's super cringy. Like we used to do like challenge videos like the tin can challenge and the egg roulette challenge. It's like super cringy.
What are challenges?
It's like there was like a huge trend like 3-4 years ago where like all these channels were doing these like these trends where they would like blindfold food taste testing, and like we kind of tried jumping in on it.
Yeah.
We kind of also like, if you know who Rhett and Link is from Good Mythical Morning, we kind of started to do like shows like that, but they didn't really get many views. But we had one video, we did a pregnancy simulator video where we hooked up one of those pregnancy things on our abs, and like slowly ramped it up, and that video got like 180,000 views.
Holy crap.
So
did it go viral? I saw 2 dudes did that, and it was a viral video that like was on the news and stuff. Was that you?
No, probably not, because there's a lot of them that have like millions of views.
You remember me showing you that?
But we put it out there, and it did good. We also did, which I'm super embarrassed by, but I mean the channel's not gonna get deleted. We did this was back when like the Watch Me Whip song came out. That's when I had the YouTube channel, and we did a parody at the gym called Watch Me Lift.
Oh no!
It is so painfully cringy. You'll probably only be able to last about 10 seconds because like we didn't even know what we were doing, so we had the actual song playing in the background, and we just dubbed over our own words to it. It's really bad. Like we weren't monetized or anything, so like we weren't worried about that. But it was so cringy. It's so bad.
That's amazing. We need to go subscribe right now.
I had like.
What was it again? Drew and what?
What? Drew and Jeremy. Drew and Jeremy. Jeffrey said I have an old
with the J, correct?
That's cool. See, at least that's not cringy though. Like you're riding dirt bikes, doing something cool. I was like, eating dog food out of tin cans. So
That's
I got a bunch of
embarrassing.
old skating videos of me on YouTube when I was
Is that
in like
you?
school.
yep, that's it. That's it.
138,000 views.
Okay, I was off by 50,000.
Oh wow.
But still, wow. That's
Yeah, that
Almost
video
monetized. Wow.
that video was a lot of fun to make, but it was like I was like screaming in that video. It was super painful.
The
not
hoverboard, I
in
have
your
one of
wife's
those.
I
pain.
can't wait to check it out. No.
Yeah, well, my wife is she's a beast. She did natural birth for Asher, and she's doing a natural birth for the baby who's basically doing like 2 or 3 weeks at this point.
Wow.
So she's doing all the home birth. Do a reaction to the old videos right now. Oh gosh, can I put up a video in the chat like
You
while
can
we're
actually, I believe. I
oh
don't know
gosh,
how, but I know Dom does it.
let me see if I can
What
figure it out.
ad does this remind you of?
Here in my scooter shop, just bought this used 150cc bike here.
There's a Ty Lopez
The Ty
parody.
Lopez one?
Yeah.
Here in my
That one.
garage, I just purchased this Lamborghini, but what does he say?
You know what I love a
Look at
lot
all
more
these
than
books.
materialistic things? Knowledge.
Knowledge.
He's full of it.
Yeah. I made that. I don't know if that's on that's on the Drew and Jeremy channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my buddy Jeremy was the one who started helping me edit my videos when I first started YouTube. When we stopped doing Drew and Jeremy, we were not doing any videos for like a year, and then he started helping me do videos again. So if you see like some of my older videos that I first put out, they're a lot like they're more like, I don't know, hyper focused on certain things. Like you'll see him like there's a garage sale video where he's like zooming in on people and like all that kind of stuff. And I didn't know how to do any of that, so I was like, just do whatever you want and send me the video because I just want to post it. So
I want to make some more like garage sale type videos, like live.
yeah.
It's just kind of hard sometimes. People will look at you like, are you on your phone? Are you they don't know what you're doing, and they're kind of focused too much attention on.
Yo, the only time we went to a garage sale, I put the GoPro on my head.
Yeah, but you lost a bet,
You guys can wear a camera anywhere. You can have it on your chest. You can have your phone out. I had that motherfucker on my head.
I remember seeing that video.
Hey, but you haven't done garage selling with a megaphone.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you gotta try that, man. You gotta
That's
try that.
Alex's
Megaphone.
specialty right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex did a video recently about going to a garage sale and bargaining with a megaphone. He's like, "How much for this
No.
massager?"
oh no.
Yeah,
I was right next to him.
Yeah, it was actually Oscar El Cubanazo. He was he took the megaphone. We went to the other garage sale that was right across the street from where we bought that one. And, he just bargained with this lady over a foot spa, and just the things that were said were just incredible. It was incredible footage. Incredible. He literally turned around and screamed at the other two garage sales and told everybody, "Do not come to this garage sale."
Oh my goodness.
It was hilarious. It was fun. That's what we do. We go out, we have fun, and make money at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Make that shmoney.
Money.
I said that the other day. She got so mad at me.
Why?
I just rolled my
She was like,
eyes.
really?
He's like, oh, you're one of those.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Martin dropping F-bomb. What's up with that?
I
Rip
know.
BCQ. A Cuban needed a megaphone.
He's human.
I'm human. I like it. I'm
We're
human.
human. We all cuss. I'm
Oh,
not
you're
all.
Cuban too?
The majority of us cuss. Yeah, we'll say that.
Hold on, you're Cuban?
No, they were
Cuban.
talking about, you were saying El Cubanasco had the megaphone. And they're like, Cuban needing a megaphone? Nah. So, hey, let's talk about what everybody's most profitable item that they've sold so far on their reselling journey. So we'll start, Daniel. You go first.
Let me. I'll
Put
just
you on the spot.
When I had first got into reselling, I started selling things from my house, right? Like all my old clothes, my old shoes. Started with that just to create some capital, And then when I started to go out to like Salvation Army and stuff like that, I would like do a lot of research on Rally Roots and Reagan Profit and other YouTubers to see what they picked up to sell, right? And then they kind of just said, just scan stuff, just look stuff up. So I did that and looked for stuff new in the box and sealed. So I was like, all right. And a lot of the game boards that they had at that Salvation Army that I go to, a lot of them are sealed like in the box and stuff. And then I just scanned this random one here. I'm not sure. Sorry. Let's see if you guys can see better.
Seen it?
Hold on.
Seen it, yeah.
Yeah, seen it.
So I picked this up for $3.70. And then it sold, I guess it was like rare or the demand was high for it. And I held on to it for about like, I think 3 weeks. A lot of watchers on it, but there was no movement. So I think I decreased it by like $10 or so. And then it sold for $54.99. And I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy.
What's up with you guys in the cuss words?
$3.70. I'm sorry, my language. I was like, what in the heck? Like, are you crazy? $365.
I put headphones in or something.
There's no cash with the bed.
But $3, $100 and something dollars. I
That's
was in shock. I mean, I'm still in shock to this day. Like whenever I'm like, I don't have motivation to do some things, list or go sourcing, I just think of this day. Like I still remember being in my kitchen. I just walking down the hallway and then I got the notification, the cha-ching, and I was like, what the heck? This is crazy. I thought the buyer was going to like return it or say that, like kind of scam me for it just because of the price I paid and then what it sold for.
Right.
But that wasn't the case. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what we call Roy over here in Miami. We call that Roy. He's a good guy. That was a 5,130% Roy right there. That's good stuff.
insane.
Alex, what's the most profitable thing you've sold?
To date,
Yeah.
Well, let's say since I started reselling, it was okay. So I came across a garage sale when a day that I was not gonna go to garage sales. I was just on my way to my uncle's, and these people were packing up. So someone told me to turn around. I turned around, and the guy had on the floor 2 POS systems, point of sale systems, micro workstation 5, something like that, micros. And I bought both of those with 2 registers, 2 receipt printers, and a bunch of other. Oh, and then the scales, Toledo scales, 2 Toledo scales for like a supermarket or a restaurant for $50. I bought all of that for $50. I didn't think about it twice. I took his word for it. He said one of them sells for like just $4,000 or $5,000 on his own, or he paid like $4,000 or $5,000 for it. Just give me $50. And I actually haggled with him. He told me 100, I think, in the beginning, and then I haggled with him down to 50. He ended up giving me a bunch of other stuff for free.
Yeah. Don't care about that.
I shared my story of drug addiction and overcoming and changing my life. I spoke to his kid. I told his kid, some pointers I wish I had when I was a kid,
Oh my goodness.
so that he can.
You want to write a rap about it while you're at it?
So that he doesn't have to go in that direction. And
you gave him game.
A bunch
I'm like
games.
sweating now because I'm nervous to see what you sold it for.
I'm telling you like what I got for $50. And he gave me a bunch of Mario Brothers Wii games. So ultimately I've made well over $1,000 off of that $50 investment. The POS system, I sold both of them to one guy for close to $500. Just the screens with the receipt printers. I sold the Toledo scales for almost $200. And then like here, there, different things. Well over $1,000 I made off of that.
Yeah, that's a good Roy right there.
Wow, yeah.
Thank you. That's for me. I'll be going home now. Thanks for listening.
Drops Mike.
All right, and you guys, Christina and Martin, you guys have sold something more than those shoes, right? You said that you sold something more on eBay.
No, Martin was wrong. So those boots are definitely the best thing that we've ever sold. With like it was $304 profit, and we paid nothing for them, so that was insane. But the second, I guess, best thing that we've ever sold was a Thomas the Train wooden set we picked up the full thing for $10 at AmVets, and then it sold on Facebook Marketplace for $150 cash. So there were no fees or anything.
But the best part was there was 2 like Thomas the Train like soap toys in the bins. Bath toys. So she took those out and listed them, and those sold for $15 before we even got to listing the whole like wooden trains.
Nice.
So it was already paid for, so that was 100% profit almost as well. You could look at.
Yeah, it was.
Those were the best.
Oh yeah.
So my most profitable item it's actually in one of my very first videos that I put out, because I was thinking that I would go viral on my first video, but that's never how it works out, right?
It's my most cringy video. I'm happy it didn't go viral.
I just need to do another pregnancy simulator.
Right.
While my wife's giving birth, I'll do a pregnancy simulator.
Crap, I think Christina and I should do that.
No.
But so I was at a garage sale, and I got this box of vintage cameras. These people were moving, and they had this whole banana box full of cameras, and I didn't know anything about cameras. I had just started getting into garage selling, like for full-time income with thrifting and stuff. And I was like, how much do you guys want for the box? And they wanted $100 for the whole box. And I was like, I ain't spending $100. And so I was like, well, let me just start looking through them because I know some cameras can be valuable. So long story short, I looked up some of the cameras, and they were like $50, $60, $40, $30. I was like, okay, I should be able to make decent money. And I found that one of the cameras on there was selling for like $250. So I was like, all right, this could be a good first YouTube video, like buying these cameras and reselling them. And I bought them. I offered them $50. They said no. So I didn't have enough money with me. So I said, I'm going to go to an ATM and come back. Here's $50. I'm going to hold them for me. And I went back and bought them. And the camera that I thought was $250 was actually a more I'm choking here. I'm getting excited. It was a more rare model. It's called Raleigh Flex. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but watch that video if you want to know anything about the camera. It's like a big square. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a square rectangular camera, and you like look in from the top, and then it shows you. It's like a screen, and it like shows you what you're looking at through the lens. I don't know anything about them, but I ended up selling it for $850 on eBay within 24 hours of listing it. And I was like,
mind blowing, yeah.
I was like, I'm never gonna go get another job ever again.
Nice.
And there was like 25 cameras in that lot.
Dang.
And that one camera sold for $850. And then I've sold a bunch of the other ones. I still have some of them, but I sold another one in there for like 140, another one for like 90, another one for 50.
Wow.
So I did really good on those, but that specific camera was the most profitable item. And it was like right when I first started reselling. If I think I had probably less than 100 items listed on my eBay store at the time I had that. So, yeah, that's insane to me. I was like, I couldn't believe it because I thought it was only going to sell for like $200.
Yeah.
And that was still good profit. I would have doubled my money on just that one camera.
So did you list it, or well, no, you did research and then found out it was more rare and then listed it higher, or like? So yeah, there was only like 2 other comps for that model. It was like there's a huge cult following for this camera because they're super rare, and people who are really deep into photography, like this is like the camera to have, I guess. And there's like the 2.7, the 2.8, the 2.9, the 3.1, whatever. And then there's like letters after it, A through J or whatever. And mine was like the 2.8J or something. Okay. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, I listed it for $999 just because I was like, I'm just going to go crazy. Yeah.
And within minutes, I had offers for $500, $600. And I was like, remember I was saying earlier, like I was greedy with the Columbia jacket? Yeah. I was freaking out because I was like, this isn't happening right now. Someone is going to pay $500 for this used camera.
Yeah.
And so I started doing some more research, and I found a Facebook group specifically for this camera. And so I posted it on there and asked people about it, and they said, yeah, don't sell it for $500. So I held on to it, and someone made me an offer for for I think 850 or 875, and I ended up accepting it. So
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, Infamous George has a good question. How are you? Like, did you test the camera there, or did he just say it
yo,
worked?
I'm sorry, I'm like way behind. I was like, why are there no new comments? It's because I was like scrolled up.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how did you test the
picture.
camera knowing that's gonna work and everything was gonna be fine?
Okay, so no, I didn't test any of the cameras.
Oh wow!
I bought them completely, like just by looking at them physically, because they looked like they were in good condition.
Yeah.
Some of them had like the original instruction manuals with them. Some of them had like these super nice cases. Like, hold on, I think I have them right here. Whole box. Let me see if I can get a couple of them. But like these old cameras,
Oh yeah,
like this with the flash, and it has the light bulb and everything. I just don't have it in. But like these ones that like you crank and stuff on the side, and then
Me? That looked awesome.
nice shirts. They're sort of gold. Wow.
Thank you.
We've had these for months.
No, they're nice.
Thank you. I thought
Martin's so salty tonight for some reason.
so like some of these cameras had like whole bags and stuff like this, and then when you take out the camera, there was like lenses and cases, Canon,
Nice.
like all sorts of cases and lenses and like original owner's manuals and stuff. So
Wow.
and the guy said that he took really good care of them. But to really answer George's question, no, I didn't test any of them. I just listed them and said that they're being sold as is, and that they all look to be very nice, but I don't have any. I've never tested them or anything like that. I said they haven't been used in a long time. And one of the cameras that I sold, actually, I sold it for like $130, and it had everything. It was super nice. And it turns out that I guess camera lenses can get. Thanks, Jeffrey. I appreciate you coming by.
Camera lenses.
Inside the lenses, like camera lenses can get fungus or mold. Or, I don't know what it's called.
inside.
Yeah, I learned
I think
about
it's fungus
or something like that. I don't know.
What is it?
Maybe mildew. I don't know.
It's one of those
Something,
one of those bacterias or something. But like they get like these little snowflake like I don't want to call it a disease, but like it starts to grow on the lens on the inside from like moisture and stuff like that. And this one had it, and I had to give the person like a partial refund on it because I didn't advertise that it had
bacteria.
Whatever it is, mildew, fungus, whatever it is. There's another word for it. I just can't think of it. But
fungi.
So what's that?
I said fungi, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm kidding. I just.
But yeah, so I bought them all, like just took a chance on. I was like, for $100, if I can sell one of these cameras for $250, I'm set. So, but then there was a lot of like smaller ones, like just like regular like cameras that took the regular film or 35 millimeter film or whatever it is.
Okay.
You know, so there was a couple of those in there, but there were some old ones that ended up doing really good.
That's really
and then the wacky packages, that would be my next best thing that I paid $2 for. Like, here, I still have the original box right here because I have them all. My desk is covered in stuff because I was listing today. But
did you get the wacky packet or wacky?
So this right here, this is what I bought at the auction. I thought I bought a 1991 complete set of baseball cards. And when I got home and opened it up, it was all these wacky packages. And these are ones that are still unlisted because these ones aren't really worth much.
I'll take them for you. Don't worry.
So I'll send you some if you want them, for real.
No.
But like, there's so many of them. Like Marshmallow Fluff. This one says Flop. Like, it's just like memes. I don't even know how to describe it.
I want some of those for my computer.
Yeah, I want some too, man.
Glutton, giveaway
brown mustard.
Subscribers.
So,
that would be cool. That's a great idea.
Or you can just bottom up and sell them. Up to you.
That's not a great idea.
Milk Muds.
Oh my gosh,
Muds.
I need that.
This one says Tricks.
Oh, yeah. You gotta stay away from those.
it's crazy because some of these based on the year is where the value is. So some of them are worth like $100 and some of them are worth like 1 cent, you know, like they have no value. No one wants that one. So, and then there's,
I love stickers like
1
those.
cent. It's all right.
yeah. Hey, if you guys all send me
Jordan
your address through Instagram, and I'll send you guys some for real. I got so many of them, I don't know what to do with them. So,
You know our address already, Drew.
yeah, I got your address.
He smiles. He's like, "Yeah, I got your address."
Yeah, I got yours.
Pretty much
says-
everybody on YouTube has our address.
Shut up. No, they don't. Don't advertise that.
Susan said, "Still at it. I just watched an entire Grimes Finds live." Yeah, I mean, we're just hanging out right now. So if I continue to do live streams in the future, they probably won't be this long. Probably be 30 minutes to an hour. But I mean, I'm having fun. You guys can split whenever you need to. So I won't be offended. But
I feel like live streams, like 30 minutes isn't enough.
It's really not. Like,
it goes by so quick.
Live streams of like 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is like that. Then we're like, all right, we're gonna go for 15, and then it's a half hour. And we're like, crap. Like, there you go.
All right. George said, "Thank you for congrats for hitting 1,000. Got to go. Need to edit a video. Thank you for coming by so much. I really appreciate it, especially someone with so many subscribers taking the time to come watch my my live stream and hang out. I really appreciate it." And Commonwealth Picker said, "Fat man, what's up? I saw your last video." And then must be good content to still be going. Thank you. Well, we're hanging out. We're having fun. We're talking about reselling. So I can talk about reselling I can do a 24-hour live stream and still have stuff to talk about.
You should join Tommy Bernard. He goes for like 7 hours.
Who?
Tommy Bernard. Do you know about him?
No.
All right. So him and this other woman, Uniquely Me, they're both in our chat all the time. But they go live together on Tommy Bernard's channel for like 7 hours just talking about eBay. They bring people in because go.
It's crazy.
They'll like go like at a time where it's like good for like America, and then they'll get into like where some of their European subscribers come in, and then some of the Australians come in, and
that's cool. They have a lot of subscribers on their channel.
No, like 300, but they get like 40 to 50 people in the chat the whole time.
Yeah, I've joined one of them before.
I bet they're live right now.
Yeah, they most likely are live right now.
They literally are live.
It's a lot. They have a lot of fun on there.
Shout out to them. Cool. Shout out to Uniquely Me. She's hella cool.
I know. She actually super chatted Martin $15 last night.
Oh, wow.
She gave her him 10 for his birthday.
Yeah, yesterday was Martin's birthday, so happy birthday. I was gonna live stream yesterday. But then it's all their fault because it's
I know. Well, we had that planned for my birthday.
We had to have a mukbang. I'm sorry.
Just kidding. I would never intrude on that. Like, I definitely don't want to do like live streams. Like, I know a lot of people. I don't know why, but a lot of people live stream on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So it's like Dominic does it. Bolo does
early.
It. You guys do it. Sometimes what's his name? Bearded Picker does it, and RVA Flips. Like they get in.
Professor does it.
Auction Professor. It's like Wednesday nights is the live stream night. I'm like, man, why would you guys all do it on the same night? Because then you don't get, more viewers in your stream hanging out. So
that's why we did it at 7 because it's a little bit earlier than everybody else, But Wednesday's such a good night, I guess. Like it's perfect in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I mean, we honestly just kind of live stream every day almost, but our weekly one, Wednesdays. But we also we're not really worried about people coming in at all for a better time for other people because we try to just get the live streams out to have other people when they're a lot of resellers that we've gotten feedback like the longer videos so they can watch it the next day while they're working and stuff. So that's why we don't really care.
I do sometimes,
we don't care what time we go live. We just go live and put out some content.
Yeah. Is someone streaming the Area 51 raid right now? Someone just commented and said, Ezra said live streaming on the Area 51 raid is much better than on someone's birthday, which that was your birthday was yesterday and the raid's today. So I think that's what he means, but that'd be really funny if someone went out there and was live streaming it.
Well, I heard on the radio today that from where the gate is, it's an 11-mile walk to the actual base. So if people break past the gate, are they really going to go that far on foot?
They did.
Well, they probably wouldn't even get past the gate, honestly, but probably just hanging out there. I know a bunch of people have made YouTube videos about going to Area 51, like Mr. Beast, and so, but.
But I was honestly genuinely thinking about going. I totally would have gone.
Going?
Yes, I would have rated it. I would have done it by myself.
You would have got shot.
Someone was streaming it. They were just partying outside. Oh, yeah,
really?
well, that's about all they can do.
I know, literally.
Like dancing and playing music in alien suits or something.
I saw someone had an aluminum cap on their head, like made out of tin foil with a little tiny like point up to the top.
What the heck?
Commonwealth Picker, thank you so much for coming by. You got to ship, take pics, edit, and read to your kids. Yeah, that's a lot. I normally read a book to Asher every night before we go to bed, but I didn't. My wife took care of that tonight, so I could live stream. So I'm thankful for that. So
you're a bad father.
But,
no, I'm just kidding.
We were out at dinner. We were out at dinner a lot later than my hat's like crooked. A lot later than we expected because my grandfather showed up late because he fell asleep. So
typically, that's so funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
With that, because Commonwealth Picker, he said it. I actually have to ship something out before midnight. I completely forgot about it. Like I had it that I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I completely forgot about it. So I'm gonna get to work on that. I gotta go, but I want to congratulate you again, Drew. You're an amazing human being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
If you don't, now you know. It was really cool hanging out with you guys. Happy birthday again, Martin.
Thank you.
And my birthday's coming up soon, so I'll probably do like a live or something. And Daniel, you're cool. I like you. You're Spanish, right?
I'm sorry, I really am.
Are you Spanish?
Poquito, sí.
What? Un poquito?
Poquito, sí.
Yeah. Where are you from?
My family's from Mexico, from
Orale.
San de los Lagos or something like that.
All right,
Yes,
so
I'm
you're
not
like,
familiar with
sort of Mexican,
my
right?
heritage. San Juan de los Lagos or something like that.
That's cool. I speak a lot of Mexican slang, so I had a lot of Mexican friends. I've been to Mexico. I slept on the floor. It was amazing.
Did all that.
Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate you coming in. I know it was unexpected for you, so I appreciate it. I wasn't like really promoting the live stream or anything, so I appreciate you hanging out, and you're a good man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys.
Sure. See you, man. What time you got to go to work, Daniel? You work overnight shifts?
Yeah, 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh,
that's
9
rough.
p.m. Oh, you're in California. I was like, Daniel, it's 9:59.
You're late to work, buddy.
I was like,
I gotta go in like the next 15 minutes to get ready, or whenever you guys are done. If you guys are done now, we can go ahead and.
Yeah, I'll probably get off here in a couple minutes. I'm at like an hour and 22 minutes, so I'll probably cut it off at an hour and a half. I don't want to go much later than that. But you sell on Poshmark, right, Daniel?
Yeah, I do, but not often recently. But I still have items on it I do sell. 1 second, let me grab a charger.
Okay, so
we
something that I did. Yeah, so something that I did want to talk about, even though there's obviously I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'll do a whole nother live stream on it if we have to. But eBay versus Poshmark, I could talk about that for forever. Specifically with clothing, obviously.
Yeah.
But like they both have their pluses and their minuses, and I don't know why my hat is like bothering me so bad right now. But it's like my head is so itchy. It's probably because I'm losing more hair as we speak.
Oh no.
So Poshmark I think has a lot of going for it, where eBay I feel like is kind of falling behind sometimes with the times, because it's like Poshmark's figured out this whole shipping thing. Like you're much better buying shoes on Poshmark than on eBay because you only pay $6 shipping for shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But you're much better buying a shirt on eBay than Poshmark because you can pay $3 or $4 for shipping for a shirt, where on Poshmark then you pay the $6.
Yeah.
But Poshmark is, really pushes for the bundles and the impulse buying, where I think eBay is like more people looking for a specific item.
Cheaper items. Yeah.
I agree with the whole like the wow, what is impulse buy. That is such like a good way to put it, because literally anytime I'm on there, I'm like, wow, I could buy that right now.
I know.
if
I have to
really
like kick her off.
You know, because it's it's just like a social media. You're just scrolling through, kind of like looking at everything, like. And I mean, I am only doing that when I'm sharing other people's listings and stuff, you know, but it's so easy to get sucked into that. And that's where I feel like they do so well, because there are times where I could sit and share for like 4 hours and not realize that it's been, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm a girl, but I can get like lost in that stuff.
I usually use Poshmark for specific things. Like I recently bought two like H&M blazers, like for a convention I'm going to coming up. And in the store I could have paid like $60 for it, but I bought two of them for $60. So I'm like, oh, I saved money that way, and I got
exactly.
But the shipping was kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, $6.79 twice. It kind of did, like, it adds up, you know, when you
you shouldn't have had to pay twice.
Well, it wasn't from the same seller.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I haggled them down as much as I could.
I mean, typically something like that though on eBay, if someone's paying priority mail, you're gonna pay, you know, $7 to $12 on eBay anyway. So
yeah, you're right.
But
well, I feel like I'm shifting more towards focusing on eBay. There's more active users on there. You can sell a variety of things. There's more tools for sellers, I'd say. I mean,
yeah, I think there are more tools for eBay, like as far as like you were saying, the promoted listings, and all that kind of
sales
stuff.
And all that stuff.
Free shipping and you know, things like that. But I don't know, like I've been selling a decent amount of stuff on Poshmark, and I feel like people pay more on Poshmark because the platform is like more bougie. I don't know.
Yeah. Can I actually give an example? The boots,
the shoes.
Yes,
the shoes.
The shoes that we just sold were listed for $499. I didn't expect to make that much on Poshmark, but they were only listed for $355 on eBay because the comps were around there on eBay, but on Poshmark the comps were around $400. So it was like, well, hopefully they sell on Posh because that's 50 more.
And they did.
I mean, so yeah. So like it just kind of goes to show that like the exact same boots were selling for like $300 on eBay, but $400 on Poshmark. For what? You know.
Yeah, I think you have to do your research and know, like, for me, I cross-list, like, all the clothing I get now, I cross-list to eBay, Poshmark, and the vintage stuff I put on Depop as well. But, like, I think that you have to know what you're selling. Like, if you're only doing a couple items, like, here and there, because, like, for example, Poshmark has a 20%, you know, fee that you pay versus eBay's 10%, and PayPal's, like, 3%.
Yeah.
But with Poshmark, people... like I said, I feel like people are more likely to pay for it, and the buyer always pays shipping, so you don't have to deal with any of that.
Yeah.
And Poshmark just sends you a label, you print it, and you're done.
I know.
With eBay, it's so much more of a complicated system if you're not offering free shipping to the buyer, you know, because Poshmark doesn't care about measurements or weight or what it is.
No,
it's just automatically the same price for everything. And I've sold $8 Nike Under Armour running shorts for $8 on Poshmark, and someone will pay $6 shipping for it. Whereas I'm selling the same item on eBay with free shipping for $12, and they would have saved money. And I think, like, if I was a shopper and I was looking for a pair of, I don't know, let's just say, hey, Joy Swap, thank you so much, 1,000 subscribers, I just hit it. Yeah, man. So we're only going to be streaming for a couple more minutes, but thanks for stopping by. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to Joy Swap. He's got some really awesome content, and eBay seller, and he's got some really funny stuff in there too. So, but so with like if I was buying something, I would look it up on multiple places to see where the best deal is. And on Poshmark, people don't do that; they just buy it.
Yeah, there's the thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying they're bougie. Go ahead.
Oh. See, but we have to remember, like, not everyone's like us. Like, not everyone will use their money wisely and try to get the most bang for their buck.
That's
and like,
true.
There's preference.
Yeah, super cheap. I mean, I'm Jewish. My family's Jewish, so like everybody makes fun of me for being cheap and stingy.
Yeah.
So like, I have a hard time paying $2 for a shirt at Goodwill when I know I can find it at the bins for 50 cents.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good problem to have. Like, you're not willing to spend. You have a boundary, you know, with your money and what you're going to buy with that. But I feel like some people don't, so they just kind of buy what they see, and the impulse buying is a big thing that I actually went through that a long time ago until I like found myself and I started to
so you got one of those bracelets.
Yeah, I started to understand money and I started to understand investments and like if I buy this, will I make my money back? But then I understood like I needed a balance between buying things that I like rather than buying things to show for everyone else just because of the price tag, you know? So
yeah.
Well, and if you follow Dave Ramsey, who I know Martin and Christine, you guys have talked about him. I mean, I'm a minimalist to begin with. Like I was saying earlier, like I'm not a big fashion person or anything like that, you know. But like as long as I have my family and my friends, like I'd much rather have friends than have things.
Yeah.
So like I'd rather have money to be able to go out to eat with my friends than have a 50. Like okay, here's a good example, and this is why. Sorry, my lighting feels like it's just all messed up. But if you got my most recent Instagram post, I got that No Doubt jacket, the Gwen Stefani No Doubt jacket. I already have people messaging me on Instagram saying they pay me $150 for it, and it was $5 at the thrift store. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Like but it's like supply and demand. It's like people want what they want.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with wearing Nikes that I found at the bins for $2 versus having $400 or $1,800 Yeezys. Like
I know
people pay $1,800. People pay $1,800. Like Hustler Hacks. I love watching Hustler Hacks because he's all shoes, a reseller. I love watching him because he buys like new stuff, and the fact that he's buying a pair of shoes for $200 and then reselling it for $800.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't even pay $200 for it.
No, I know. It's insane.
I feel like with reselling, it can how to explain it? Because we're so used to buying things for so cheap and flipping it for a lot more. When there's items brand new that people like, there's hype surrounded around it, and like people are gonna pay resale value for that item. It's hard for us to shell out that much money.
Yeah.
Because we've never done it before. We've never had that much experience with it. But like back in the days when the Jordans were the thing, I would resell them on eBay, but I wouldn't consider myself a reseller. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then when Nike bumped up their prices, that's when it hit my wallet, and I stopped buying because I didn't have that much of a margin like to make profit off of.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know.
Well, it's just like, and I don't want to go too much longer. I don't want to take up your guys' time either. I know you probably got to go soon, Daniel. But the thing that I love about doing this business is like exactly what we're talking about is just like the hype. Like, I mean, the fact that somebody will pay $1,200 for a Supreme fanny pack, like just blows my mind. Like I'd go buy a white fanny pack, spray paint it red and write Supreme on it. I could probably still sell it for $100.
Right.
Like it's just crazy that people are so into that stuff. They're so consumed by like material things that like I'm able to make a profit off of that in a sense that like, I mean, I don't sell Supreme or anything like that, but just it's just crazy to me that you can buy something and then somebody is willing to pay so much money for it because of the hype, or I gotta have Jordans on my feet.
I like Jordans, so I wear Jordans.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I buy them. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody has their thing. It's just like for me, I just have never been the type of person to like my dream car is a lifted 2001 Jeep Cherokee. Like just a 4x4 Jeep Cherokee. I don't want a Lambo. I don't want a BMW. I don't want a Tesla. I don't want none of that. I just want a lifted Jeep.
Lambo and G-Wagon over here.
That's all I want. And so like it's like $3,000, $4,000, with like a lift kit on it and stuff. So it's like not that much money. Like that's like ultimate. That's like a goal for me, but I don't have it now because of gas prices and having a baby and stuff like that. It's pointless to have because I'll never get to use it. But like that's just crazy. Like this whole vintage game. Like I'm starting to get more into the vintage game and selling vintage clothing and stuff. And it's like people for the Gwen Stefani jacket, someone's already offered me $150 for it. just blows my mind.
Are you gonna sell it?
Probably. I'm gonna probably put it on eBay for $2.99 and see if I get any hits. Because the person who offered me $150 said that if I could wait a couple days till they get paid, they will gladly pay it. So I'm gonna put it on eBay for twice that much and see if I get any hits. And if I don't, I'll sell it to them for $150.
I see.
So,
I like it.
but I also have like this Everlast boxing jacket and the comps on it. I got it at the bins and the comps on it are like $150.
Wow.
Like a vintage satin boxing jacket. And so it's like,
wow,
anything that I can find out that's vintage, I'm like,
just pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah, for when it's at the bins, like I look up everything before I buy it, or at least try to.
Yeah.
But when something like that is so cheap, I mean, if a jacket is comping out at $150, I could sell it for $10 in 5 minutes and get my money back. You know what I mean? I paid $2 for it. So,
well, the thing with me, it's kind of hard to cross this for me now. It's just because, like, I'm a part-time reseller. I don't do it like full time, but it's hard for me like to get on the apps and delete the other listing and delete the other listing and do all that. That's the hard part for me. That's why I'm focusing on one platform. So I don't know. That's my dilemma right now.
Well, you have a full-time job, so it's totally different for you. Like,
well, it's part-time as well, and then I do school and then photography, and it just
you got all sorts of stuff going on. So like you're killing it already. But for me, like I have to sell on every platform I can because I need to make as much money as I can.
I see how that works.
Like for me, and this isn't, and the reason that I say things like this, and I guess we can kind of finish off with this, is like one of the main reasons that I want to do YouTube and reselling and Instagram and all that kind of stuff is to show people who work the 9 to 5 and hate it that you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like I want to motivate people and tell them like, hey, listen, you can buy stuff from Goodwill and resell it and make more money than having a waitress job at Sonny's Barbecue. And like right now, for example, my eBay store, my 60-day total gross is like right around $8,000. And my Poshmark, I'm on track to do about 2,000 in sales in Poshmark this month.
That's awesome.
So
congrats.
So between Poshmark and eBay, I'm well over 10,000 gross sales. And most of that, I'd say 60 to 70% of that is reselling clothing that I get at the bins.
Yeah.
So, and like, I'm not saying that to brag or to boast or anything that, because like I share my numbers on Instagram. I share my numbers to motivate people. Like if you look, I'll write it on paper and show how much I sold it for, how much I paid for it, what the fees are, how much I'm netting, because I don't want people to think like, oh, I made $10,000, selling clothing, because you have to minus out your costs. But my profit margin percentage is so high because I'm buying stuff so cheap.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to have so many of these bins with inventory just stocked full of clothing, because it's so cheap. I can go to the bins and spend $40 and buy 30 or 40 items or more and sell one thing, and it pays for my whole trip.
Yeah.
So
and that's what's happened to us in the sense we've been going to the bins. It's like, why not? Literally, one thing can pay for your entire thrifting trip, and you have 40 more items to sell. Like literally, it's insane.
Yeah. And you guys have a really good hard goods section in your bins. Like I don't have that. We have like one little section that's like 3 bins of hard goods, and the Haitian ladies always take all the good stuff before you can get to it. So
yeah, there's people I mind. There's a guy who sells books, I think on Amazon, and he literally has like 4 carts next to him. He has his scanner out, earphones in. He has like a comfortable computer chair that he's using from the Goodwill that was for sale. I'm just like, dude, you're like, this is crazy, but his carts are all full. Like he's in his zone, and I don't know. It's just amazing to see, but I don't know. I feel like I can't be there all day, that kind of thing. Like
that's the thing.
We would go there if we lived closer. Like we would plan a whole day there, just going through the rotated bins. But since it's an hour and a half away, like we really only can get there. Well, it takes us about like 2 hours to almost get there, and then an hour and a half to get there. But then it would be 2 hours, and then we spend about 2 to 2.5 hours in the bins, and then it's a 2-hour drive back.
Yeah, well, see, if I didn't have kids, I had to drive an hour and a half away to the bins, I would sleep in my car and go stay the next day. Like that's the type of person I am. I totally sleep in my car.
We have a fur baby.
Yeah. I mean, luckily for me my bins is only like 10 minutes away, so
Yeah.
like that's why I can go for an hour, or I can go for 6 hours and be okay with it because I can be home right away. So
Yeah.
but I don't go every day. I go a lot, but I don't go every day.
I
haven't
would
been
love
there.
to
Really
be
go every day.
serious, but see, then you would end up with so much, like too much stuff if you went every day. I
You
feel
you would shop smarter though. I feel if you went every day, you wouldn't just buy everything. You would buy
Right.
only the grails.
yeah.
Right. And I'm a huge advocate, which is another thing that I'm trying to promote with my YouTube and social media and stuff, is like, I don't want to have death piles at all. Like, I have no death pile. I have at
one.
any given time, I have maybe like 5 to 10 items that I need to list at most.
It's
So
good
if I
to
go to
have
the bins,
monster.
Well,
if I go to the bins and I get like 40 or 50 items, I won't go back until I list everything that I have. That's kind of like my discipline thing there, is because then you get backed up and then you get overwhelmed and you're like, I got 200 things here that I got to list and I can't deal with that stress. So I list it, fold it, put it in clear poly bags, label it, organize it, and then when I'm comfortable with that, then I go back.
That's really
So-
awesome. That's where we kind of struggle. We don't have the balance with that.
we just don't know how to organize.
I feel like
So-
it's hard to, because sometimes the stuff is selling so fast you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't organize. You
Yeah.
have it there for a long time and then look at it. It's all nice and pretty, and then and then you sell it.
So
Yeah.
I organize my stuff by size. I don't organize it by like brand or anything like that. So all my bins are like men's small shirts, men's medium sweaters, men's extra large shirts, or whatever.
Mhm.
So, I know that when I sell something that's a size medium, I pretty much know where to go, and then I just got to kind of, flip through the things to find it. But I pretty much know where all my stuff is, just because I'm kind of just good at that. But I mean, I do have some stuff, like I'm guilty. Like I don't know if I can pick up my computer here, but like right here, I have a couple of baskets. Let me move. What's my camera here? I don't know how to do this.
Yeah,
It's backwards. It's so hard.
there you go.
Like
Yeah,
all
I see.
this stuff. It's like it's organized, but it's in like laundry baskets and stuff because I haven't put it in my totes, but it's folded in bags and labeled like Tommy jeans, you know what I mean? But it's not in my men's
Those are
pants
nice,
bin
yeah.
yet. So like I still need to throw that stuff in there, but I also need to get more bins. I'm running out of space in my bins. So, but I'm stocking up for Q4. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to have a $20,000 60-day total for Q4.
Oh, have you guys thought about like consignment?
Like selling other people's stuff.
Yeah, Chris from Daily Refinement, I'm not sure if you guys follow him or not, but he told me about that he does a little bit of consignment. He wants to move that way with like higher priced items, like Gucci clothing, like higher end items.
Yeah.
And I have a buddy who like works for Snap-on Tools, and he gets like the old stock, or he'll buy the old stock for like a discounted price. And he asked me, he's like, "Hey, are you like willing to sell this, and I'll give you a percentage of the money?" But then I'm like, okay, but what if something goes wrong? That's the thing where I'm worried about.
Yeah, if they're willing to take, for me, if they're willing to take on that risk,
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, if I have a problem and a buyer wants to return it, you have to cover that shipping cost out of your end of the profits.
Mhm.
Then I'm down to do that. Snap-on is awesome though.
That's
like
why
that,
that item is like guaranteed to sell like fast.
all day. So, but I used to do consignment at my scooter motorcycle shop all the time, and I loved it because it was free inventory for me, where I don't have to have any money. But it has to be worth it. Like if someone only wants to do 10%, like I'm not going to do the work for 10%. But if you want to split it 50-50, I've sold a couple things for friends of mine. And my church actually has a bunch of old electronic stuff that they want me to sell and split it with them basically 50-50. But I have to go to the church and test it and plug it in, and it's like amplifiers and like all this stuff, and it takes time to test that. So we haven't been able to get together with the worship pastor there to go through that kind of stuff. But it's a really cool opportunity. I mean, it's thousands of dollars of electronics.
Right.
If
And
I can get that deal with them.
It's brand new item, so it's not going to take long to take pictures and so it's or test them out because
the listing process is really not hard by any means, but it's just, first of all, if they want you to store it,
it's the risk involved with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alrighty, it's about that time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it for the night anyway. It's been a really long time, but I've had a lot of fun. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Martin and Christina, for coming and hanging out. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Hopefully, I'll be able to do these like once a week is what I want to start doing, and just hang out, talk about reselling, and that kind of stuff.
We should have listing parties.
I don't
Dude,
know.
I've thought about going on live and just recording myself doing listings and talking to people that just randomly come in the chat. Like you were saying, like a 24-hour stream, just doing listings, or like there's this video of like Mr. Beast saying like Logan Paul 100,000 times or something like that.
Yeah.
Just doing something like that, but related to reselling, like just doing a live stream and saying eBay 100,000 times. The eBay, just doing it. I don't know, just crazy videos like that I've got ideas for. So
Sounds good.
Anyway,
let me know.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. I really appreciate
for having us.
Yes, thank you. And I appreciate all the subscribers and all the friends and family that I'm making. So I'll see you guys in the next one, or in Martin and Christina's next live stream tomorrow.
Yeah,
all right, guys, we'll see you.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Tomorrow we're gonna be on the Nashville Flippers channel tomorrow, actually.
Okay, cool.
So
everybody go subscribe
check that
to
out.
Nashville Flipper.
All right.
Yeah, go check it out.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks,
Peace.
guys.